Welcome back guys. In the last lecture we have seen how to use props in class components. Now in this video we are going to discuss how to use props in functional components. So here I have removed all the default stuff in app.js component. I have wrote only simple h1 tag which is consisting of heading, props in functional components. So if you open Google Chrome you can see the output props in functional component. Now we need to create one parent component and one child component to implement props in functional components. So first I will create the two components in the source folder, parent.js and the second component is child.js. First we will write the functional component code in parent.js. So I will write the import React from React. Here we need not to import the component because in functional components we will directly write the function followed by the function name. Here the function name is parent. After the parent we have to use the parenthesis. In this we have to write the HTML code using the return statement. Return. So in the return statement I have to write the HTML code. I will return one div with h1 text. Div. So in that div I will write the h1 text. This is parent component. Now let's see the output. So before seeing the output we have to export it from the parent component and we have to import in app.js component. Export default function name parent. Now we need to import it in app.js component. Import parent from parent. So after importing we have to place this parent component in the div. So I will write less than symbol parent / greater than symbol. Now let's go to Google Chrome. Here you can see the parent component is created successfully. So in the similar way we have to create the child component also. So I will copy the code in parent component and I will paste the same in child component. We will replace the parent with child. So replace the parent with child. Child. Here also I will replace the h1 text from parent to child. So while exporting also we have to change child. So here we have created the child component. Now we need to add this child component in the parent component. So before adding we have to import the child component. Import child from. So here we have to write the file path child. Now we need to add this component in the div. Now let's see the output whether the child component is added in the parent component or not. Here you can see the child component is added successfully. Now we need to pass some data from the parent component to the child component using props. Let's see. So here I will pass the data, countries data to the child component from parent component. I will write the key as country and the value as India. So here the key is the country and the value is the India. We have passed these data from parent component to child component. Now we need to receive these data in the child component using props. So I am pressing Ctrl S. So now we need to receive this data in the child component. So to receive this data, first we need to add the props in the parenthesis of child component. So we just need to write the props. In the parenthesis we have to write the props. When it comes to the class components, we have to write the props in constructor. But when it comes to the functional component, we have to write the props in function parenthesis. Now we need to write the h1 text to show the received value. Sorry. So here I will write the h1 text. The received country from parent component is. So here we need not to use this keyword. This keyword is not applicable in functional component. It is only restricted to the class component. We just need to write the props.key. Props.key. Here the key is country because we have passed the value through the key country. So now we need to write the key as country or Y. That's it. Our program is completed. Let's see the output. Here you can see the received country from parent component is India. So here we have passed the parent component to the child component. The data is flowing from parent component to child component. We have passed the country data using the country as key and the value is India. If you observe here in the child component, there is no state and there is no variable with the name country. We just received this country value from the parent component. So in the functional components also we can pass more than one parameter using the props. So now I will show you how to pass the more than one parameter. So after country I will pass the another parameter with the key game. So here the game is the key and I will write the value as football. So now we need to receive this key in the child component. So I will write one more h1 tag, h1, the received game from parent component is. So in this we have to curly brace, in this curly braces only we have to write the props.key. Props dot, here the key is game because we have sent the value using the game keyword. So we have to use the game. Now we will see the output. Here you can see the value. The received game from the parent component is football. So from the parent component we have sent the two values. The first value is country and the second value is football. So the first value is India. Country is the key and the value is India. For the second data, the key is game and the value is football. So like this way we can pass the parameters in the functional components using props. Thank you.